What up, my freaks? Ruinous Insight here with part 4 of my Total Warhammer 2 modded Mazdamundi campaign. So as we saw last time, we sort of interjected ourselves into the war between the Drowned and the Hunts Marshals expedition, quickly attacking Silostra and destroying her faction for good, and then following up by then killing Marcus and pretty much crippling his faction as well. They do still have a balance of power, so there is still a full stack out here somewhere. I have no idea where it is, but I suspect that it's out here somewhere. Just because they're at war with Tlanxla, or the Defenders of the Great Plan, whoever owns Tlanxla. We don't know where their army is, though, so we will have to keep an eye on it. If it's here, it might be close enough to actually attack the floating pyramid in a single go, so that's sort of dangerous. But we are still poised to attack Temple of Kara and then move back to take Pahwaks and complete the destruction of this faction this episode. At least that's going to be the goal. Now, before we get started with whatever it is that we have to do here, there's a few things to consider. First, there's an Ogre Mercenaries camp here. I'm not going to use this right now for a number of reasons. One, I like the amount of money that we're currently generating. That's going to drop fairly significantly quickly, so I don't want to get any units that are going to be expensive here. And another thing is, if we're going to get units, we'd probably pick up some Saurus, and I've gone with primarily Skink forces for the exact reason that they're so much cheaper than Saurus. A single Skink cohort is worth one unshielded Saurus unit is worth 3 Skink cohorts. That's pretty pricey, you gotta admit. And then, generally speaking, I like to use early game armies as much as possible to go as far along as possible to get as much money, once again, as possible to kickstart economies. That's my thinking here. So no to the Ogre Mercenaries, unfortunately. Now, the other thing which is very important, somebody mentioned in the previous episode's comments that the Rite of Awakening to get our Slann is also a requirement for the mission to unlock Lord Croak. Super, super thankful for this tip here, because I would have just completely ignored that concept and, her click buttons until I win. And otherwise, how would I have known, right? So once again, really appreciate the tips. Now, with regards to actually doing this, if it's a consideration of whether we get a random Slann now or get Lord Croak and have to wait for getting Lord Croak for 40 turns, or take Lord Croak and then wait for another Slann for 40 turns, I think I'm actually going to go with a random Slann and not with Lord Croak. Now, my reasoning for this is pretty simple. Croak is overpowered as hell. I remember getting him in the Gorok campaign, and after getting him, every single frickin' fight that was against any other army was absolutely trivial. Croak basically destroyed them all by himself. He didn't even really need help. And the thing there is, I find that to be a little bit boring, and I don't need to see it right now. I'd rather just get another Slann, and we'll get Lord Croak eventually, but I'd like to not essentially rely on him super early on. He's going to be a great help whenever we get him. And I'd like to try out one of these newly modded Slanns. This is a modded playthrough after all, and we gotta check out the new Slann as fast as possible, in my opinion. So that's going to be the deal, and in fact we're going to do it right now so that we can get this cooldown going as fast as possible. So perform right, a Slann Mage Priest will become available. And here we go. Alrighty, and that is all of our cash. Hello. Oh, we get to choose right away. Enacting the powerful Rite of Awakening enables you to rouse one of the slumbering Slann from their restful contemplation. 4 mage priests are known to you, each the master of a different magical lore. Which Slann will you choose? Oh, man. Early game. This is an interesting choice. I'm tempted to say we go for Slann Mage Priest of Life. Why Life? Because Mazdamundi has the Burning Head. He has... What other spells does he have? I know that he has a light spell. He also has Arcane on Forging, and... Does he have Shield of Sapphire? I don't remember, but I think he basically combines these 3 lores with the things that he can use, whereas I don't think he has any life spells, so I'm inclined to go with life. I really wish I had I remembered which things do what. I believe the fire Slann actually buffs things that are fire, right? So that would be salamanders, ancient salamanders, fire leech bolas. What other fire things? Bastildons with solar engines, I believe, are magical fire. So probably all of that stuff is buffed, which sounds like a really cool army. But also not one we can build. A life mage is generally powerful and generally pretty effective for early game because it can heal units. So if we were to build a bunch of Saurus or something like that, that would be effective. But I'm inclined to find out what exactly this sort of buffs we get out of a life priest. Let's get it. Slann Mage Priest of Life. And I guess he's now going to be one of the recruitable lords. Slann Mage Priest, 3rd generation Slann. You get what? Construction cost for all... Ooh, yes, yes. Is that all 3rd generation? They always give construction cost reduction? Because that's swell. In fact, that's something we need. In fact, wait, I just spent a bunch of money upgrading a bunch of stuff, and I'm not sure I want to do that anymore. Like here, Skeggy, this cost us 3,300. And while maybe it's better... You know what? Let's keep the Skink Barrios being upgraded, but Skeggy we can wait for. In fact... All right, Mr. Brahmak, and I know that there was a name suggestion for this little fella, and I'm gonna keep that in mind. I'm gonna write it down. In fact, I believe I have it in my I already have it in my list. I'm gonna keep this guy around because he is a Skyrider, so he will probably eventually get our Air Force army. But for now, I think we're gonna have to delete him in favor of the Slann, who's going to give us that upgrade to construction cost. Now, I just want to double check: is that local province, or is it? Like, is it province or a local settlement? Recruit Lord and Slann Mage Priest, it is local province. Okay. So it's the entire province, yes? This is local province, but I think that means the entire province. Alright, so we're just gonna trespass one more time in Marathi's territory, just to keep annoying her, and then we're gonna move back, then we're gonna delete you for now, Brahmak. Don't worry, you will be back. Alrighty, and then here what we'll do is we will get you, Mr. Slann Mage Priest. Ooh, you guys are expensive as hell, though. I mean, we could get you temporarily, use it to reduce a lot of construction costs, and then... Ooh, you know what? I think what we'll do is we'll wait to next turn, because I don't think we'll be able to upgrade this immediately. In fact, maybe what we want to do is we want to save up a little bit of money, summon him, upgrade a bunch of stuff, then unsummon, and then just do that in succession, because obviously we can't afford another army. Alright, I think that's enough talking for now. Let us go to the end of the turn, and let's continue the destruction of Marcus Wolfheart's expedition here. So, end turn, go. Aha, there's that. What the hell are you doing, AI? Why would you march stance here? Why does the AI do this? Oh, I mean, I'm not going to complain about it. Oh, hello, war between Nagaroth and Cult of Pleasure. I'm not actually sure whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, because I did kind of want to steal these guys' territory and take the ancient city of Quintex. It's honestly not even so much Quintex that I wanted, but the wine, iron, timber, and, well, I guess Quintex itself, but there's a lot of good stuff here, even if it is red territory. But if the other elves take it, then they can have it. You will probably now... Oh, we already have a non-aggression pact with you. What about you? Want to trade now? You still being a dick? Yeah, you're still being a dick. I mean, an elf. Same thing. I'm just amusing myself as usual. Alrighty, you are not level 12 yet, but you will... Ooh, now here's the question. Are you going to try to go for the floating pyramid? Oh, Mazda. Ambush chance 90%. You know what? I like the sound of that. It will mean it won't be a... Well, just go up here then. A little bit closer. He'll try to go for the floating pyramid, most likely, because it's a free attack. There we go. At 90%, I think that's a pretty solid chance that we'll have our victory there. Now, High Sentinel. What do we have? Iron, eh? For all units, own armies, and province, I don't really care about that. The trade goods are nice, but I think early game we still have to go for the barrios. Ooh, unfortunate thing about High Sentinel, though, we won't be able to get a defensive structure here, because we need both barrios or favelas. What's the last version? Just a Krogscore labor district, yeah, okay. Yeah, so we're gonna start off with the Skink favelas here. Alrighty, and otherwise, let's keep upgrading these. They're fairly cheap, especially with the iron plus our divine architecture. It's such an obnoxious thing. I feel like I'm going to keep that around for a while. Now, one other thing, and you guys can let me know if you have any idea what's going on here. Let's take a look here at the Shrine of Sotech. Strategic location of special importance to the Lizardmen, provides a unique building chain. Where is the unique building chain? Is it the Temple of Quetli? No, I don't think so. I think that's a standard building. Lodestone is definitely standard. That's for the geomantic stuff. So what the hell is the Shrine of Sotech? You can't build a Shrine of Sotech. This is a run-of-the-mill die maker. These are standard. These are all standard military chain buildings. I'm not seeing anything that's different here. These are all normal. Unlocks Tech, Star Chamber, and Temple of Revivification. I think that's also standard. In fact, wait, let's take a look at the Swamp Town, for example. You have the exact same stuff here, exact same stuff here. What the hell's the difference? Am I crazy here? Shrine of Sotech, what do you get that's different? What is unique about this place? Alright, either I'm blind or crazy, or both, or it's not here. You guys, if anybody knows what's up with this building, please let me know, because I would really appreciate that. Also, being blind and crazy and that is not mutually exclusive. Anyway, let's just end the turn. Let's use this ambush to our effect. Oh, unfortunately, yeah, they won't be in March stance. We can't reach them here anyway because it's a fair distance away, but let's allow them to destroy themselves. We're going to skip the rest of this. I'm going to save money for one more turn other than barrios and favelas and Kroxagor construction district or labor districts. Shrine of Sotek, I guess for now you can have a die maker. Gotta get that econ up. Yeah, there we go. Gotta get it up. You heard me. Let's end the turn. Let's see if these guys fall. For this, Kalidor and Eotane are fighting Spirit of the Jungle, eh? I take it that they're at war with... What the hell are you doing? Oh, he frickin' found our faction here. Really, 90%? Well, I guess the chance to get foiled is a different thing, but anyway. What do we have here? Vampire corruption in all provinces for a little bit of buff staff. No, thank you. At least not right now. You can't reach this, can you? Oh, or can you? Wait, can you? Did this army kill itself? No. Yeah, this army killed itself. What the hell is the AI doing? Alrighty, well, we are going to straight up attack this. I don't think this needs to be a cinematic battle. I think it'll be pretty darn easy. Let's just do it. I mean, we fought Marcus Wolfhart last time with a much better stack than this. With extra garrison forces. And this guy's in March stance. And yeah, we're a little bit hurt, and we won't have the aquatic little pond that we were able to capitalize on like we did last time, but you know what, who cares? Let's just set up out here. We also do have artillery, plus we can use this sort of as a wall. Let's just make sure we do this properly. You guys, take care of their ranged units. They have a bunch of flagellants over here. Oh, damn, me too. Go ahead. Alright, now they don't have anything really all that fancy. Temple Guard up front. I guess you can move up. You know what? Maybe like this. I want you to anchor this side. And then you can be center. And then you two up here. We will have you... Yeah, just do this. And then we will have a bunch of skink cohorts as well. You don't need to be here. Alright, this skink cohort's going to be supported by Basti. This skink cohort's going to be supported by the Kroxagor. I just said kink cohort, and I think I like that a little bit better. I might actually name one of them kink cohort just because I like it now. I'm such an idiot. You guys are going to approach, and you're going to be a skirmishing line up front, unlike last time. Who else have I forgotten? Oh, there's another kink cohort. You guys can be up here. There we go. I'm probably overthinking the setup here anyway. You guys... Oh. You're kind of hurt. Well, we have the Temple Guard anchoring this line, but I guess you guys can be sort of among the Temple Guard. Like so. Mazdamundi, you can be up front. We'll make use of your fear and terror and whatnot. Start deployment. Go. You guys, fire on the range unit. And then you fire on this unit. Gotta make sure to fire on the units that are up front in the front of their line. Now, you haven't gotten any new buffs, unfortunately, but you will next turn. I believe this should level you. Oh, and we also have a little bit of a high kill advantage. Lovely. Now, I do want to get the skirmishers up front, though. Let them take some damage, I don't care. Are we still in our own territory? I don't remember anymore. I think we are. Alright, keep firing, everybody. And by everybody, I mean just you two, but you know what I mean. Yeah, see, this is why you gotta fire at the frontmost units out of a blob, because that just missed, did nothing to the crossbows, but did bad damage to the swordsmen. And by bad, I mean good. Alright, now, who do we have here? Oh, wait. Do we want to fire on you, maybe? Yeah, fire on you. Switch to the range units, just prevent them from dishing it out, essentially. Oh. I should have done that the other way. You know what? Get one more shot off, like so. Yeah, that was a screw up. You are gonna fire on this unit. There we go. Yeah, take care of the range. How are we doing otherwise? Mazda, you want to maybe fire your Bolt of the Old Ones against a unit that hasn't been badly hurt, like this unit? Move up and fire, I guess. What's the, how much do we need to move to get this done? Oh, you're already firing it. Lovely. Just don't miss, please. And here it comes, and there it goes. What? What? But it was standing still. Okay, well that... The aiming of that ability is written. What the hell are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? Alright, I thought your skirmish was still on, but apparently you guys have gone nuts. Okay, fine. Group. Alright, fine. I'm gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. Turn off guard mode, attack. I have no idea what the hell happened there. Why these units decided to act like that. Saurus Old One, what? Where are you guys going? Did I accidentally click to order them somewhere? No, but they shouldn't have run through like that because they have skirmish. This is really weird. You know what? Turn off skirmish and go this way. They're quite fast, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, just go out here. Just go out here. I have no idea what the hell happened. Let's drop down some spells and some stuff, I guess. Crocs, of course, you can help out with this blob. You guys want to go into melee now? I mean, their army is just gonna die. Oh, one of our skin cohorts getting got beat up. Oh well. Oh man, I was too distracted by these idiots. Yeah, just keep running, you bunch of idiots. Alright, turn skirmish back on now. Just keep annoying those flagellants. You guys. Oh, you're busy killing that general of the Empire. Well done. Mazda, you want to drop a comet on... You know, one, I guess, here? Will the comet get affected by the trees? I guess we'll find out. Alright, Mazda has made quick work of these guys. Obviously, I'm not taking this battle very seriously. Looks like this flank has collapsed. Perfect. And I guess, oh, well, we are going to have to manually kill all these jerk faces. Oh, you're all fighting this warrior priest. Alright, fine. Kill him. I can deal with that. You guys run off the field. You guys are too hurt. And then you guys, wait, you guys can't be selected. You are... Yeah, let's just let them line up. Where are you running? Why are you running this way? This unit is routing towards the enemy. I mean... If this was Warhammer 40k, a commissar would be really happy to see this. Yes, route towards the enemy, please. But generally speaking, not what you actually want when you're trying not to lose a unit. A giant blob of units, go help out with that. Actually, I'm actually a little bit surprised that the army hasn't routed. Croxa goes, go kill this witch hunter. You guys church this. It's turned out to be such a silly battle, and I'm really curious as to why the AI behaved the way it did in terms of the skirmish. It could have been my borked mouse, though. It likes to click and double click. I really need to replace the damn thing. Alright, you guys done yet? Do we need to drop anything else on you? You know what? We could probably heal some units. None of our elite units really got hurt, though. You know what? Let's get an apotheosis on you. Why not? You might have taken a slight bit of damage, and then you two go kill that. Probably could have turned off guard mode earlier. Alright, Croxies, are you still chasing down that witch hunter? Go after him. You guys, not really doing anything useful. You know, let's just speed it up. This battle's over. They should all... yeah, there we go. There's the chain route. It's just a matter of killing the like, 2 units, 13 units of the unbreakable units here. And there we go. Unfortunate amount of damage on some of the skin cohorts, but that's what I get for sort of underestimating the enemy and overestimating how skirmish works. Kill amount's pretty good. Probably could have used a little bit more magic, but you know, whatever. We'll heal up. I don't tend to take battles that don't look like they're going to be good battles seriously, and this was never going to be a good battle. Alrighty, and then we can just... You know what? What's the option here? I don't care about the 10% research rate. Ooh, we actually lose research rate for this. But it is money. You know what? Despite the loss of the research rate, I think I'm going to take the money. And not the heals. This army is dead. And then we can just proceed to the Temple of Kara right after. And the money is definitely something we could use. Yeah, you do this. And then you can't move anymore, I take it, so you are going to proceed here. And yeah, see, it's going to take us several turns to get here anyway, which means we will heal up in our own territory. So that's just fine. No need for Blessed Spawnings, but there is an absolute need for A, Opening the Heavens, a free bombardment spell, Hexoatl Unleashed, a free Burning Head spell, and what else do we have here? To get Ruination of Cities, we need... Ooh, okay, so we need to spend one more. I'd love... Ooh, the range on Basties, though. That's pretty useful. And we do have 2 Basties. Or... that's a hard choice. Free Light of Battle, eh? I like the magic resistance, don't get me wrong. And the Unbreakable, but I feel like we're gonna get more benefit out of the Basties right now. Now we have 1 point in... I only have 1 point. There's so many good things we can get now. Ooh, Commanding Visage plus unit experience for the entire army. Damn. Wait, Winds of Magic starting amount +1? +1? Why is this even a thing? +1. Unless this increases with something, like with the lemon. No, probably not. Construction cost for all buildings, local enemy province. Okay, that's fine. Great Rumination... Augment of the Winds. Type duration, self-improves, Winds of Magic, recharge, rate ability, recharge. Ooh, interesting, but you lose 100% melee defense, you can't move. Pretty interesting for a caster. But obviously we're going to go Ruination of Cities. And there we go. And just like that, Mr. Mazdamundi got a pretty decent power spike. Cricket, you have Deadly Onslaught. And since I've decided to move through Sacred Adornments as opposed to Scorned, at least for now, we are going to, well, we can reduce upkeep. I don't really care about the ambush. I do want that plus 20% though. Combat reflexes, I believe there was a comment that said it doesn't actually affect Temple Guard. Let's just go for Revered Leader. I mean, 8% isn't all that much, but we are going to have a lot more. Oh, wait, no. Training. There we go. We'll do that afterwards. But yeah, obviously we're going to have a lot more Temple Guard here, so, you know. Alright, you guys are going to move. Let's spend some of this cash that we have. Alright, so what we can do is say start in Hexoatl right here. Ooh, I just want to see what the cost here is. Fallen Gates is going to cost 3,300 here, right? And then when we summon our new Slann... Yeah, it's going to cost us a massive amount, I'm aware. Then it's going to cost us... 2,550. Yeah, we need to really use this land fast to build a bunch of stuff. We'll head to Port Reaver in a couple turns. I don't want to keep him around so long that we actually lose money by virtue of having this land on the field. Ooh, I do, however, want to check out the tech tree here. What do you have, and what do you do other than benefit the construction and stuff? You have a Bolt of the Old Ones. You have weapon strength and reload time. What is your skill tree? Casualty replenishment rate, Nature's Bond. Aha, so you buff various monstrous units. Okay, fair enough. Interesting. Stags, Feral Troglodons, Ancient Salamanders, Basties. Oh man, it's going to be a while before we can get one of these. Again, +1. Ooh, you have another thing that reduces construction cost reduction further. Yeah, this guy's going to be useful in terms of our empire building. Blood of Gyran, Ground Ally, effect. Ooh, lots of regen. I do like that. Like that very much. We got regrowth and earthblood early on, plus life bloom, so it's still going to be an effective unit for early game, even if we get a bunch of Saurus in this army, and then we can just support it with a bunch of monstrous units. All right, pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. We'll deal with this afterwards. Wait, do you have a? I just wanted to check. Ah, you have the same sort of line that Mazdamundi does. Okay, okay, perfect. So it's not specific to the kind of unit you get. This is really good. I really like the way this line is now. Nice. Okay, we are not going to do anything else here, so you can sit here in Hexoatl. We will upgrade Skeggy first. A, because it has a port, but B, because it needs a defensive structure. I don't like how you're sitting here. Fallen Gates does have walls, though, at level 2, so that's pretty lovely. We could put you into Fallen Gates afterwards, but I think we need the money more than that. Anyway, let us end the turn. We have more stuff to build next turn as well. We'll have to get you... you probably can't reach down here that fast to give us extra construction cost reduction. Oh, I forgot to check what the cost of the upgrade was. Oh, now you want peace, buddy? No. He's gonna start rebuilding his army, so we really need to book it. Ooh, I want to talk to Nakai though. We need to start establishing good relations with him. What is this? Casualties suffered from all attrition. We have no attrition right now, and we're not going to waste money. I do want to read this, though. Your noble Slann mage priests have devised a ritual that will give your even ordinary skinks increased immunity against some of the foul diseases lingering in territories overrun by the servants of the great horned rat. Sorry, vile servants. It goes without saying. However, they must still be defended against other threats in the abandoned temple cities. Ground could be regained this way, though troops would have to be committed in the skink's defense. Cute, but no. The troops cannot be spared. Mr. Mundi, move it. And oh, what? Did you just take the Temple of Kar? You know what? They can have it. They can have it. That's not a big deal because it's its own province. So yeah, that's fine. Now you guys like us, right? Confederation. You know what? Let's get the trade agreement and non-aggression pact going. I'm not going to. Now, you know what? Let's not go for the non-aggression pact. Let's just go for. Ooh. Just keep building up our relations with these guys. And eventually, hopefully, confederate them. Trade agreement, and let's take some money off of you. 700? Low, wow, okay, how about 300 then? Moderate? Oh, not even 300? Fine. Payments? I'm gonna nickel and dime this, I don't care. 200 money. Oh, 300 is max? Oh, fine then, just, never mind, just trade agreement. Whatever, man. Whatever. Spirit of the Jungle. Confederate. Nakai, please. Don't you know I love you? See, I don't want our relationships to go down. Let's go for a non-aggression pact at the very least. You can't trade with us. Demand payment, let's say 300 again. Will you give us money? You will. I should have tried for the 500. Alright, so that's pretty good. Cult of Sotek, definitely want to confederate you later. Let's go for a non-aggression pact for now, at least. Lovely. I love you, Tehanoan. All the Lizardmen lords are really cool. Whether you like the faction or not, you gotta admit that their lords are awesome. And let's see. Because a few factions I feel have like some fairly boring lords, but definitely not the lizards. Do we need to do anything here with the defenders of the Great Plan? Oh, trade agreement. Yes. Good. Good. Very good. All right. Well, this is going well. They can sort of fight for Illustria, I guess. For now, we'll have to think about what we want to do afterwards, because I'm a little bit concerned with things that we need to accomplish. Will you trade now? Are you really not gonna trade, Illyrian? I'm really starting to dislike you, Illyrian. You should know that. All right, well then, since we don't need to move to the Temple of Kara, we need to hit Pohwoks immediately. Let's go as far as we can. We can hit them next turn, regardless of the fact that we are hurt. Shouldn't even need to get any more. Units. Let's also upgrade those skink barrios. Let us then move into... Alright, Shrine of Sotech. You get an upgrade. After we do... Wait. Anything need to be built here? Skeggy's in a few turns. Let's move you out here. Cytochrome? I don't know. Yes. Alrighty. Now you are going to upgrade this. 620. What is the cost of this here? 1550. Oh, that's with the marble as well. Damn, it's so cheap. It's lovely. We really need to get some more growth going. Do you have a growth? Yes. Alignment of crafting. Yeah, I think we need the growth. Well, nah, fine. Fine, do growth for now. At least for now. Before they were in the construction cost reduction thing. But then we'll just have to switch you back to construction cost reduction right after, won't we? Never mind. Just keep this for now, because if we're going to upgrade one of these in, like, a couple turns, there's no need to switch. Okay, and other than that, I believe everything's built. Let's continue upping our economy, and let's destroy Pahwaks and complete another province as well. Wait, who are we at war with, by the way? I just want to check. It's just Hunts Marshall's expedition, so we have stuff to do after this. Perfect. Oh, look at them, building an army, thinking that this will achieve something. Rite of Sotek performed, lovely for you. Alright, construction complete. You, my friend, are gonna siege Pahwaks. Now, has it leveled up since? Yeah, it's gone to level 2 instead of level 1, so it'll be a little bit more difficult to take. Can we auto-resolve this? I don't really see the need to fight this. This is a pretty pathetic army. It looks like nobody dies, and it is a low casualty, so let's just do it. Yeah, very, very low casualties. Okay, occupy. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. Province secured southern jungles. Hello, Cobra Mace of Mazdamundi. Did I forget to read this last time? Let us read this, I think. I think I did forget. Alright, the purge goes well, yet Warmbloods still dare to desecrate Lustria. Or is it a Slann mage priest whose interpretation of the Great Plan are heretical? In either case, heretical? Heresy triggered. Okay, in either case, the interlopers cannot be allowed to live. In Mazdamundi's anger, he reaches for the Cobra Mace, his own personal relic, and realizes for the first time since his awakening that it is not on his bloated person. One of his skink attendants reminds the Slann that the mace was left at the sacred Isle of the Crimson Skull to be recharged amidst its red minerals, which are found nowhere else in the old world. Mazdamundi orders that they collect the relic, but only after the enemy settlement is taken or destroyed. I completely forgot about that. Hey, and we got the quest for the Cobra Mace. Isn't that wonderful? Experience plus, what does the Cobra Mace do? Tax rate for local province. Ooh, post-battle chance of stealing a magic item. I like the plus 15 melee attack. Poison is nice. Plus 30 alignments, a bunch of treasury. Let's see what this says. With his realm purged, Lord Mazdamundi makes haste for the Isle of the Crimson Skull to collect the Cobra Mace, for he will need it during his labors to come. They arrive upon the beach to see that the foulest of all Warmbloods, the Skaven, have scoured the island, attracted by the crimson rocks. It may not be warpstone, but even so, the Ratmen recognize the value it holds. Lord Mazdamundi is outraged and immediately orders their utter extinction. Alrighty, enemy force. Ooh. 3 Plague Claw catapults, warp fire throwers, a hell pit abomination. Oh, this is a pretty nice force. Plus reinforcements. Okay, we might need to buff our army a little bit before we take that on. Hunts Marshall's expedition has been destroyed. And what do we have here? Did I read this? No, I'm gonna read this as well. I feel like I haven't. All right, of course. Where else should the essence of Old One come but through the fallen gates? This is an ancient portal, a cosmic bridge across which the Old Ones traveled quickly to the city of the sun and the rest of Lustria. Upon arrival at the fallen gates, preparations are set. The ancient stellar engines start to fire up, the pylons begin to thrum, and then chaos comes. The nemesis of the Old Ones, the ancient enemy, emerges from the jungle, desperate to stop the radiance of an Old One being summoned and imbued within the banner of the Solar City. Lord Mazdamundi turns from all the preparations, ready to defend at all costs. Enemy forces here. A bunch of Forsaken, which are weak. Chaos Marauders, weak. Chaos Warriors. We do lack armor piercing to deal with them, so they're considerably more of a problem. Dragon Ogres... Oh, whoa. Okay, this is, once again, a fairly tough army here. Yeah, we're going to need some upgrades. We'll build a little bit taller before we do, and maybe we'll attack Morathi, because if we don't go south, because we have a bunch of allies south now... Now, who's over here? Spectazuma, Ruins. Who is down here? Defenders of the Great Plan have the Wellspring of Eternity. Damn you, double-clicking mouse. Those of the Unseen Constellation, Ruins. This is the Sentinels of Jati. There are dwarves here. I really wonder who's over here. I'm kind of... Oh, I wish we could summon another hero just to send down there. I'm almost tempted to get Cricket moving down there by himself. Because I don't really want to commit the army. Especially as it does cost us money to have them outside of any summon. Maybe we'll have Cricket check it out first. You, though, Cricket, do need to level up, so let's get you tough as an A. No, let's get Revered Leader. Get that upkeep cost reduction. Lots and lots of upkeep cost reduction is going to benefit us. Let's do that. You are okay. You are growing still. You know what? I think I'm going to switch you to Alignment of Crafting, though, unlike the rest for now, for the extra growth. Fort Reaver can stay as it is in Alignment of Monuments, because we will upgrade next turn. Alright, commandment available here. Now, you guys, what do you need? Is it going to be another Alignment of Crafting? We actually can't build anything for a while, which means we're going to go for, yes, Alignment of Crafting. Lotus Gathering Camp, okay. I believe with that we're going to end this turn. We do have a decent nest egg of money. A faction encountered Avalorn. Hey, maybe they'll trade with us. That is if they have a port, of course. And how's our tech, by the way? I forgot what I was going for last time. In terms of tech, anyway. Recruitment cost reduction for Saurus. Skink and Chameleon, Skink units, we're not going to be building any more of those. Let's go for ensure more Saurus warriors are spawned for now. Hey, killed the burning sky. Oh, the burning skies of Inhamex. Killed 500 enemies in battle. How the hell are we gonna do that? A blessed stag. Oh, that's a nice buff, especially since Mazda gets buffs to stags. I think we have to head up to Morathi. Oh, but this army has to go away. Until this army is dead, we can't do anything because they can strike at Skeggy, or we could attack the army ourselves. I think regardless, what we need to do... Where's our military building? You need to be upgraded. You need to be upgraded soon. Damn. We can't get Saurus with shields right now. We might have to get some regular Saurus. Okay. Okay, annoying though it may be, we'll have to do that. Maku Peaks, we'll upgrade you first. Or Machu Peaks, whatever. And you know what? I think you, my friend, are going to have to start recruiting Saurus. It's in Hexoatl where we have to do it, so you are going to move to Hexoatl, start recruiting Saurus for Mazdamundi. Whereas Mazda, you are going to stay here for now. We're going to send Cricket out here, and we're going to move you to the floating pyramid up front. I know that this gives Morathi a chance to get stronger, but if this is a territory that we might as well take for ourselves. Let's just see. Corruption is untainted 98. It can't possibly be just a straight-up ruin, can it? Ooh, wait, we'd have to pass through territory belonging to the Defenders of the Great Plan. We need military access. What? Oh. We have to talk to Nakai for that, maybe? Where's military access, guys? Do they get pissed if we trespass or no? Actually really curious to see how that works. We'll have to keep an eye on Nakai just to try to confederate him. Hopefully he loses an army and then bam, we can instantly confederate. I also want to just double check if those elves are now willing to trade. Kalidor, trade. Non-aggression. Oh, you're fighting with Eatane. Ooh. Have we discovered Eatane? Yeah, it looks like we have. You know what? Go for just the trade agreement, and then we will demand 600 money. Nope, 300 money. A little bit diplo-heavy this time. Eatane, trade with us. Trade. Yes, lovely. And we'll have to keep that up with the non-aggression? Yes. Military access? As you say. Yes, alright. Well, Tyrion's gonna love us. And Avalorn, you do not have a port, as I suspect. Okay, Illyrian. Trade, please. As you say. Lovely. Lovely. Thank you, useless elves. I'm just looking if there's anybody else that we really want to get an alliance with. I mean, primarily it's you. How about non-aggression and military access? Avalorn and Eatane are unlikely to fight each other, so we need to keep Eatane, Avalorn, and Nagaryth happy. I don't really care about the rest of the minor relevant factions. And anybody else that we can trade with. Cult of Pleasure. No, okay, ignore that. Okie dokie. Now, what else can we do? We have a couple of rights that we can use. It's going to be on cooldown for a while. Ironically, we could pop a Rite of Primeval Glory and get that free army, but I'm obviously not going to do that. Alrighty. And there's nothing to build either. So I guess we just end another turn. Alright, we're going to spend a few turns like this then. And go. Nice. We had a perfect amount of alignments there for a sec. Anything interesting? Any war declarations on us? It doesn't look like it. Alright, let's start building Saurus now. We have how many turns of them being reduced in terms of cost? Business. Still 4 turns. Construction cost, hey, more construction cost reduction. I always like to see that. You're gonna get some Saurus, and I know that. Stop. Mouse, please. Please. Really? Okay, there we go. It's so stupid. You are. Let's get. Do we have regular Saurus or Saurus Spears? I think we have regular Saurus, unless I'm mistaken. Mazda, where are you, buddy? We have, yes, regular Saurus, and we will replace those skinks, so let's do that and then get 2 more regular Saurus units. I don't want to go too heavy on this. Like so. So then we will have 6 plus 2 Temple Guard, that's plenty. And they're really expensive, so I don't want to rely on it too much. You, Mr. Cricket, go here. Find out who lives over in Spectazuma. Could it be a Skaven cell? No, because then there would be corruption here. Find out. If it's a free ruin, then we'll just send Mazda to take it. I don't know why I clicked you. Alright, Spectazuma. Wellsprings of Eternity, eh? Wait, Spectazuma is a capital. Interesting. It can't possibly be empty. And we have some buildings to build. Skeggy, Ancient Harbor. And Kroxagor, wait, yeah, Kroxagor Labor District, as well as, let's get that wall going. It's unfortunate that we have to build tax reduction buildings here, but Skeggy is out in a place where it could get easily attacked. Oh, and when the invasion of Chaos comes, they're going to come from the sea, I believe, so we will need to build defenses everywhere, essentially. That is a coast. Although, to be fair, it's not like they're going to be able to defend themselves anyway. And you... What do we have here? Growth plus 25, right. What do we get after this? Campaign movement range plus 15 for armies versus upkeep cost reduction. I mean, now that we're building in a bigger army, maybe we'll get this? Seems pretty worthwhile. Ooh, more money from trade. I wonder how much... Ooh, construction oh, right. This has all the construction cost reductions. You know what? Province capital buildings is going to take a lot of money, so maybe we should get this as soon as possible. I mean, to be fair, we should get everything here as soon as possible, but, you know. Gotta pick and choose. Alrighty, end this turn. Do we preemptively move towards Spectazuma? Wait, you can actually move further than this guy can. You know what? I'm going to preemptively do it. Just in case it's empty. If it's full of Skaven, then we attack it. If it's not full of Skaven, then we just take it for ourselves. Colonize it. Ooh. Whatever this is, it's awesome and I love it. End turn. Alrighty, and then after this, we're gonna have to go north and link up with our new Saurus units before we fight any of these quests. Obviously, Illyrian and Safari are fighting. Don't care. The elves can fight amongst themselves. You are going to switch to sequence of marching, or no? You know what? I'm still gonna go sequence of the city. Go for that cost reduction. I'd love the upkeep, but we don't have a crazy expensive army yet, and we will later. So. For now. And then you can join this army. Oh, right beside this, so we wouldn't even have to teleport. But this is the second one, right? This is the tougher battle. Oh, what? Whoa. Cricket. Leave for a second. Huh. Wait, when we switch to battle march... What the hell? Why can't... What happened to his movement range? What happened here? Is it me or does something weird happen? Yeah, well, whatever. I guess next turn. Go to Spectazuma, please. Search those ruins. Search those ruins. What the hell are you doing? Cricket. Search the ruins. What is wrong with you? Okay, something weird happening here. Wouldn't he normally search these ruins? Okay, I have no idea. And now he's stuck. Okay, well, hopefully we can do this next turn. I have absolutely no clue what occurred. Fallen Gates or Ziggurat of Dawn? You know what, we might as well upgrade Fallen Gates just in case Morathi comes for us. Although the Ziggurat of Dawn will give us a port upgrade, which is better. You know what? Ziggurat of Dawn, never mind. I changed my mind. And wait, we had growth still here? Yeah. 10% construction cost for this. 3,900. Save a little over 300 money by switching it to next turn. Not that big a deal. We'll switch for when this is completed. Okay. Anything else that we can build? No, it looks like another turn. Just trying to grab Spectazuma here. Alethanar, what do you want, buddy? You want a defensive alliance? No, because I don't want to get embroiled into unnecessary wars here, or drawn into unnecessary... Nakai, how about we do that? How about we confederate? Now you don't want to? Alright. Keep doing your own thing, buddy. Keep doing your thing until you lose your army and we confederate you. Military alliance between Cult of Pleasure and the Bleak Holds would be unfortunate, but we can just ask Alethanar to join the freaking war, so who cares? Alright, Spectazuma. Let's see if Mazda can actually go here now. Now he can, okay. It's free. It's a free capital. Okay. Ooh, Legion of Chakwa. I remember this unit being quite nice. Lovely. And it can be in the center between the Temple Guard. Perfect. Okay, we will definitely get you in here. Now, Wellsprings of Eternity is over here. Where the hell is Pillars of the Unseen? Oh, it's all the way down here. You know what? I'm probably not going to march over here, at least until we can confederate. Now, if we confederate Nakai, do we also confederate these guys? Because that would be swell. Damn it. I meant to click E. No confederation. We could go for a non-aggression pact. He's trading with us. Ah, fine. Why not? Non-aggression pact. And let's take some 300 money if we can. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Lots of little alliances. Now, we could also sail over here and go after the Awakening. A lot of factions will probably like us if we do that, but I think we go after Morathi first, so let's just do that. You, Cricket, join the army. We march. We're not going to do this right now, obviously, because we can't. We can always teleport it back to it. Settlement upgrade. Yes, we are not going to tax this province, because we can't be responsible for the public order here. Unassigned skill points on Mazda. Ooh, yes. Great Rumination. Or, let's see, growth plus 30 local province, construction cost minus 10 for all buildings. This is, like, don't get me wrong, this is useful, but I feel like I'm not sure whether this is worth it in terms of spending a full point on it. Like, a lot of the stuff up here, it just feels like I can't justify a point where there's so many good things to get. Leadership Aura bonus, minus 10 armor for all units when defending enemy armies. Ooh. See, that's pretty nice. That is definitely nice. Damn. Mazda has so many good things to choose from. I'm tempted to just get Commanding Visage, just because I don't really care about the enemy hero action chance, but the campaign movement range minus 10% for enemies. Helpful when you're chasing enemies down, although 50 unit experience, while useful, is not that much. The thing is, we definitely have to get Great Rumination. Enemy wins of Magic Reserve. Magic Resistance minus 10. Ooh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Magic Resistance minus 10. You know what? No, let's get that. And Miscast Chance. Yeah, that's pretty great. That's a pretty great upgrade. Alright, you guys stay here. You're still recruiting. We have... I mean, we're not going to get any more of these guys right now, so I think that's fine as it currently is. Okay. And one more turn. You are going to build stuff. Ooh, wait. We could. No, we can't move you. Damn. Okay, fine. Fine. Keep building. Let's get another Skink Favela here. Construction cost reduction, and then after you're done this, you're going to go right back to growth. Alright, and then you are currently in growth, so you are fine as you are. Let's end the turn. You are actually losing public order, despite the fact that you are the only territory with a public order. But hello! We have a plague here. A plague. How dare you? Okay, where's that plague reduction thing? Plague duration minus 2%. That's it. Chance of plague spreading minus 2% on armies faction-wide. Plague duration... Huh. Is it really only 2% at level 1? That seems really weak. You know what? I'm just gonna hope that it doesn't spread and not bother. Because it's probably not worth losing the... it's not worth losing the growth, especially as we'll be able to upgrade something next turn. Alright, fine. It is what it is. End turn once again now. Sorry about the relatively boring episode, guys, but you know, sometimes you have to build up your empire before you can do anything else. You want another defensive alliance? I'm going to counter-offer that by confet... Nope. Not yet. Does anybody know, did they ever rework the thing where getting defensive alliances and various alliances with factions makes them less likely to confederate with you? Because that always seemed pretty darn stupid, but, you know, that's the reason why I'm not allying with any of these factions. Orcs are coming? Yes, they are. You are going to get the hell out of here. Ooh, wait, I wanted to check whether trespassing annoyed these guys. Yes, it did. It's impossible to get military access with them, but they still don't like it when you trespass. Go figure. Alright, well, go through our own territory. That's unfortunate. Wow. And now it's going to be minus... Oh, minus 7, okay. Alright, Spectazuma, you are on your own. Floating Pyramid, we are going to upgrade Popwalks. And how are you here? Plague, 1. Oh, it's in Floating Pyramid. I should have waited one turn and watched it spread to Mazdamundi's army. Although I feel like Slann would personally be immune to this. Anyway, we're going to head up to Morathi now. This army is ready in terms of the recruitment, and we're looking good. Isthmus of Lustria, Skeggy, get that upgrade. Ooh, that's expensive, but get it anyway. Get it anyway. And then afterwards, we can actually delete the walls out of the fallen gates, get that free money back. Alright, end turn. Nakai, are you really going to do this every turn? Buddy, I love you, but only if you confederate. Oh, man. Alright, I'm actually glad that I got to spend a little time building an empire a little bit tall, because I never do that. It's not in my nature, and then... I guess Mazdamundi's start is in such a way that Ogre Mercenaries would leave. Oh, you know what I could have done? I could have grabbed some of those Mornfang Cav for this battle. Ah, whatever. Doesn't matter. You... Go up. No more plague, right? Nah, plague's over. Sword of Cain claimed. Oh, it's spread to Temple of Kara. Hopefully it doesn't spread back to us. Hey! Arcane spawning. Skink Priest. I love it. Mr. Skink Priest, what do? You are determined. Leadership 5 and immune to psychology. Skink Priests are pretty strong. You are a... Ooh. You are a Heavens Priest on top of that. A pretty good one. Ancient Stegodon, Engine of the Gods. Yeah, you got some good stuff here. You got some good stuff. Now, here's a question. If we put you on a Stegodon, not an Ancient Stegodon, but a regular Stegodon, do the buffs to Stegodons that Mazdamundi gets, i.e. the plus 33% range and missile damage, apply to you still? Or do they not because you're a hero? If anybody knows, I'd be really curious to find out. Now, you are going to head out here. Let's see what's going on. In fact, you can level up yourself by annoying these guys. Steel Tech. Ooh, maybe we use you for a Tech Thief, though. We do want some Tech Thieves. You are a relatively cheap upgrade, eh? No. Not gonna move you around, and then you can stay where you are, although... This place is gonna get a lot of stuff upgraded fairly soon. Now, let me just take a quick look here. Machu Peaks or Maku Peaks. This is gonna need upgrades soon. I'm kind of tempted to just sort of set them here to move around between these two territories, but that'll probably have to be after we've upgraded Ziggurat of Dawn. So let's wait a little bit until we have that. It's gonna take a while to get to the Hexoatl upgrade, which is unfortunate because we can't get Shielded Source until we do. And Temple Guard. We have... Ooh, skill points. You know, I'm going to hold on to those, because I haven't decided what I'm going to use this guy for. Because he's determined, it makes him a fighter, but it's not a good enough skill, I feel, to make him an actual fighter, and I feel like we might as well just continuously steal tech. Plus, we'd have an army blocker as well. Yeah, you know what? But the free Steg, the free Siege with the caster. What else do you do? Herb collectors, casualty replenishment rate, blah blah blah, wins a magic power reserve, which is good for Mazda. Elusive is for you, personally. Supply lines, what do you do? Upkeep for Skink and Chameleon Priests, not going to be any in Mazda's army afterwards. Magical reserves is always useful. Yeah, you know what? Let's make you a tech thief for now. We can always get another one after. Lovely. Plus, the more we annoy Morathi, the more everybody loves us. Defenders of the Great Plan. Do we have... oh, right. Trade agreements are good. No new factions that are willing to trade, so we're okay. Mazda, do you need to move up anymore? No, you do not. Alright, just keep moving. Just keep moving. Unfortunately, this is going to take a while as we keep moving up. And there's Morathi's army. Looks like she's sailing out to attack various elves again. I'm going to do some of the quests next episode. We obviously don't have time this episode to do any of those. Technology researched. Main thing that I wanted out of that tech is going to be that construction cost reduction for cities and for various things here. We should probably start building... ooh, 25% reduction for ports as well is quite nice. But... alright, I do not know why that... the game looked over there. Ooh, research rate out of the Gem Cutter's Workshop, which is lovely, but I think this province is going to need its own growth, because its public order is obviously an issue. You keep moving up. Can't get to Swamp Town, but you can move upwards. Ziggurat of Dawn. You get a bunch of stuff, including your Beacon of Dawn. Unit experience gain plus 500 in province, very nice. Then get that, and then get those that Crocscore Labor District. Then the Fallen Gates we can upgrade next turn, then we can move you out afterwards. In fact, maybe we should move you out right now. Nah, but you'll have to head to Port Reaver afterwards anyway. Ideally, you're going to want to be here. Although, wait, you will be in Hexoatl... alright, go here. Then, you know what, I guess since we're getting Saurus, we will no longer need these skink cohorts, so goodbye. There we go. And then you just sit where you are, buddy. Oh, wait, can you reach Mazdamundi? Nah, just a little bit short. Now, question. I'm not going to do that this episode, because I don't know, but do alignments replace each other? Like, if I were to use an alignment right now, would Divine Architecture disappear, or would I be able to use multiple at the same time? I'd really love to know. Alright, let's check out what's going on here. I'm actually surprised that Morathi hasn't lost more territories here. It looks like Alethanar has not achieved much. Hey, more success. Lovely. A lovely little tech thieving skink we got over here. You are going to go for Specialist. Perfect. Alright. Now, what we need to do is we need to wait until Morathi's army actually... and I'm sorry about the double clicks, guys. I need to... oh, I need to at least get a temporary mouse. We need her army to die before we attack, or she'll just straight up attack one of these territories. Although, I'm not sure that she can take Skeggy next turn, or at least not anymore. Because it'll be a full garrison afterwards. Anyway, unassigned skill points on who? Oh, Cricket. Cricket's leveling up quite nicely. Oh, it's because of the training, I guess. You are then going to move through Revered Leader. Yep. And let's end the turn. Alright. We're basically out of time. I really would like to get at least one more fight here. Really, really would be nice. Maybe if we can just get close enough to Morathi to attack one of her settlements and then take all that territory for ourselves, that would be swell. Especially since we're not moving south into Lustria. Heed the Priest, recruitment cost, research rate minus... No. We're not going to be recruiting many more units, so let's hold on to your vision. There we go. Lovely. Ah, damn, I should have read that. Wait, can we still read it? No, the dilemma's gone, isn't it? Whatever. Ooh. We need to, yeah, we need to attack. We need to kill a bunch of enemies. You are going to join forces. Right here. You're going to take all these Saurus. Alright, now Mazda, you are at 20 out of 20, which is not ideal, because we are going to get the Legion of Chakwa in your army, but I guess we could do that next turn or so, so we can immediately delete... Ooh. We get the cohort of Sotek as well. I mean, we already have a pretty big infantry line. Do we really need it? Probably not. You know what, you two join together for now. I'll think about it. You can't go into March Stance. I should have probably popped you into March Stance before starting. Go up here. Hexoatl does not need to build anything. Yes, it does. Fallen Gates. You are still in this territory, right? Just making sure. Why is this 3,000? If you move here, it is 3,750. Yeah, okay. Back, please. 3,000. Then you go here. Port Reaver. Ooh, let us upgrade. Does anything need to be defended here? Monument of the Moon is a different province. Swamp Town's good. Port Reaver's good. They all have their skink favelas and barrios. Shrine of Sotech is also another province. Machu Peaks. I'd love to get the marble upgraded, but we'd need to wait until the next level, so I think we'd have to choose one of these. And Swamp Town, because you can get pottery. Let's get you first. Plus you have a port, which makes you better than the Shrine of Sotek. Okay. And then you are going to move down. We're going to March Stance. Go down to Pokwaks. Let's upgrade this. It's relatively cheap for now. And let's get ourselves another skink favela. Just once again, gonna have to be mindful of that public order. And then in a couple turns, we'll be able to upgrade you again. Lovely. Empire building proceedeth. Alright, hero not moved. You, my friend, gonna keep annoying Marath. I'm just gonna wait for her to actually attack somebody here. Both war. Alright, what can we pop? I mean, I guess Block Army is gonna be needed, and then Wound is gonna be needed. Right there. Nice. Oh, what level are you? You're level 11. Oh, damn, you know what? We should get you out. Get you out before you get killed by this hero.
Serve the hateful.
The Hand of Wrath. I don't like the sound of that. Let's bail. End turn. I really just want one, even if it's a quick battle. After all this building. Let's just hit Marathi's territories. And I presume she's gonna die out there. Hopefully what'll happen is she'll die out here with her army, and then Chaosster's already? Really? Wow, okay. Oh, she's sieging this. Okay, that's fine. That is fine. Negative growth. Ooh, I don't like that, though. You, my friend, go for Marathi. I'm gonna save the... Oh, you suffer attrition. I skipped the thing where we would get less attrition, didn't I? We could go through the Ziggurat of Dawn, but then we can't reach Moonshard anyway. The only question is, if we go here... Would we be able to hit Sildra in one turn? I don't think so. We'd probably have to go into channeling or some sort of stance. Just go here. And then we'll delete this one unit. Next turn. Can we please hit Sildra, please? Nothing to build, so we can just go next. And you are going to be in the perfect position to sort of switch between these two territories repeatedly. You are going to get the hell out of there for now. Beautiful. Now you can't be killed in the sea. I actually feel like heroes should be able to attack each other in the sea, or, like, delete each other. You want a defensive alliance, that's a no. And trade agreement dissolved. Oh, Marathi actually succeeded in taking this. Interesting. I was not expecting that. It's a little bit unfortunate, because we're going to lose some money. Alright, Rite of Ferocity available. We are not... Wait, what does the Rite of Ferocity do again? Nothing really important. Ooh, but the 50% research. You know what? I'm gonna do this. Just for the research. We have the money right now. Our money's pretty good. And in fact, our money is so decent, we might start getting a second army for our Slann as well. It doesn't have to be a super powerful one, just good enough. Now, you have an encampment stance, so we are going to go right up, say, here. Going to encamp and then hopefully hit Sildra next turn. Right there. Now we are going to... Ooh, wait. We can't summon your new... I was going to summon the Legion of Chakwa, but whatever. It doesn't matter. We'll do that next time. We also have those Blessed Croxagores. You are going to get those Barrios. And is there anything else to build? There is not, so we're going to end this turn once again. And then finally get a fight. It's not going to be much of a fight because there's no... garrison here. Ooh, confederation between the bleak holes. Interesting. Not unexpected, though. Now, we need to ask the richest faction that is currently at war with Sildra. They're now gonna fight Illyrian. Ah, man. Yeah, see, this is probably why it's a good thing to cripple Morathi, because she's doing a pretty decent job here. What is this? Casualty replenishment rate loss? I don't like that. The fervor of your great Saurus warriors to combat agents of the ancient enemy is admirable, though it is starting to verge on fanaticism as in some division, risking mistakes that could allow chaos a greater purchase on Lustria's sacred jungles and temple cities. Is such recklessness in keeping with the great plan, or should the Slann mage priests instruct their underlings to instill caution in the ranks? No, we're gonna need to heal up. Conserve and defend. Even though we're, ironically, actually attacking. Now, we have 100% alignment, so I think we're going to waste it by upgrading these two. Let's go. Unit upgrades. What do we have here? Blessed Spawning of Sotek. Imbues fire damage. Plus 10% missile resistance. Plus 25 flame resistance. Imbued burnt. Do you not do this anyway? You do blinded. Really? You have magical fire damage, but you don't do burnt? Huh. That's interesting. Perfect Vigor, Blessed Spawning of Tepak. Or Constant Self-Banish. Imbued. That's nice. The question is, I mean, generally speaking, these guys are probably not in melee. Oh, this is a hard decision. I really don't give a damn about... I mean, the fact that it's imbues fire damage. I guess it'll imbue melee fire damage. And honestly, considering that these are solar engines, I feel like it has to be Sotek, just because the Lord of the Sun makes sense for solar engines, right? And I feel like I'm just gonna go for the loreful thing, even if it isn't 100% right. I'm hoping that this doesn't remove blinded. The fact that it applies burnt, imbued, eh? I'm gonna be really upset if it removes blinded. You know what? I'm gonna save this to next episode, just in case it does in fact remove blinded. If anybody knows, please let me know. But I can also test it between the episodes. For now, we're gonna attack Sildra. We are going to declare war, and this will be a battle. Not gonna be a crazy good battle, but it will be a battle. Plus, we'll get to see ruination of cities. Oh no, Morathi's actually sailed out of Tor Anrock. She could definitely hit Skeggy. But I think Skeggy will be fine. Yeah, normally I wouldn't make an episode go this long, but you know what? I feel like it. You are at war with Illyrian, Tiranoc, and Nagaryth. Who's the richest of these? Tiranoc is poor, Illyrian might be the richest. We will join war against Cult of Pleasure if you give us 1,200 money. 900 money. Back to 1,200 money.
I cannot do this.
Damn it. How about 900 money and we join war against Cult of Pleasure?
If you
there we
wish.
go. Alrighty. All this just to get a single battle. Go. Sildra, attack immediately. I just want to double check if we go into a... no. I wanted to see if we could get the Legion of Chakwa here. No, we're going to straight up attack. We're going to break through the gate. Go. Alright, here we go. The completely necessary siege of Sildra. Oh wow, this map looks lovely. I've said it before in various campaigns, but most recently... Oh wait, that would have been a Battlefield Gothic campaign, but I really love the contrast of green and purple. I'm just thinking of Necrons in purple systems. And this works too. It's actually really nice to see the Dark Elves and grass instead of tundra and ice and whatever we usually get with the structures. Now, obviously, we're going to use our basties to bring down the towers so that we don't have to worry about them. Gotta give it up to the, it's a little bit overly spiky, I'll grant, but I do like the Dark Elves architecture. It's pretty cool and imposing. It very much does remind me of the, it's very similar to Druchii architecture in 40K. Like, nearly identical, isn't it? Whereas, I mean, not so much the bigger buildings, but all these towers, like, this is, like, straight out of Camera. Whereas the High Elf architecture is not really all that similar. Fun stuff. Anyway, we are going to bring down these... Oh, we've already brought down these towers. Well, no, this one's still alive. But then we are also going to take some pot shots at these range units. I'm just going to flip through this really quickly. Oh, damn, that tree's in the way. And what the hell? Oh, did it just... Did it lose its... Oh, no, it didn't. Huh. Why does the solar engine leave these, like... Like, what is this? It's like solar ectoplasm or something all over everything. Anyway, so the plan here is to damage the range units up here, because I think the main defending force is range units. I mean, this is a lot of Dark Shards, and as we know, Dark Shards are a very, very strong early game ranged unit. So we do have to try to deplete their numbers as much as possible. Mazdamundi also does have some spells that he could cast up here, like Comets of Cassandora, as well as the Urnon's Thunderbolt that we now have. I think I, in fact, cast it right here earlier, which is why you can see that there are some units missing, but it did barely any damage. Now, the spell itself is actually made for... oh, here comes a Deep Strike. What I was saying is the spell itself is actually made for targeting artillery, so it's not surprising that it did very little damage there, but I just wanted to check out how much damage it would deal. Now, deep striking Temple Guard Terminators, as always, they are going to drop down on the enemy artillery, and this is another reason I wanted to wait with regards to having the army move in, because these guys would have obviously annoyed us and prevented us from going up the walls and using our skinks to javelin people. But obviously the Temple Guard will take care of them quite easily. Now, these Temple Guard do take quite a lot of damage very quickly. I'm actually surprised at how much. They have... oh, they only have 45 melee defense without upgrades, eh? Okay. Yeah, I was quite impressed by how much damage the Dark Riders did to them. Like, you would think that this is a pretty darn decent matchup for Temple Guard. Like, they should be able to take care of Dark Riders with the greatest of ease, but hey. Still impressed with the unit. I haven't used Dark Riders generally when playing Dark Elves a lot. Only the ones with the crossbow ones, not the Dark Riders with shield. Past early game, there's never really been any reason. And here we go. There's another Urnon's Thunderbolt coming in. It does look really cool, but this is right in the middle of this blob, and it doesn't do all that much damage. Looks like it brought down, what? I think it's just these guys, so it would have brought down like 7 or 8 Dark Riders. I mean, that's something. Against such a basic unit, it's not a big deal. Anyway, the Temple Guard are going to stay here. At least they're depleting enemy numbers. We're also going to get a Burning Head on top of the Dark Riders with repeater crossbows, also going to do barely any damage. Now, this is a little bit surprising. Regular Dark Riders, they don't have a lot of armor at all, and Burning Head is generally good against mobbed infantry. But, oh, wow, it took down a building. Or at least it badly damaged a building. I didn't even know you could do that. Huh. That's really awesome. More destructible environments, please. Also, this is something I've commented before, but I love the fact that there's a Dark Elf rune right in the middle of their town squares, or whatever the hell you call this. It's kind of nice. Anyway, finally, the main battle is about to be joined over here. What I had was the Basties were actually going to target this wall. We were going to open up a breach so that we didn't have to sit here smacking the gatehouse around while we were getting pelted by enemy range units. Obviously, the enemy range units have mostly fled with the damage to the fort, while they've ironically been replaced by Witch Elves. I'm not entirely sure why the AI decided to do this. Maybe it didn't want to suffer any more losses to those units, but hey, whatever. We are first going to move our skinks up so that they can start pelting these guys with javelins. It's not going to be a lot of damage, but at least against something like the Witch Elves, we should be able to bring a lot of them down with javelins. Should be fairly easy. And now, fortunately, there aren't enough enemy ranged units to actually deal a lot of damage there. Which is nice. Plus, I guess we could deplete these Witch Elves without fighting them on the ground. Plus, we can get a Comet of Cassandora. I did talk about it earlier, and this time I did overcast it. Although I'm not sure that there was I'm not sure that there was that great of a reason to overcast it. All right, some damage. Actually, depleted that unit pretty good. I mean, 66 remaining, but in terms of HP, it's like 20%, so that's pretty darn nice. And now we are going to move in with our Temple Guard, with our Basties with solar engines, who are mostly out of ammo, into the breach. What are they screaming? Blood for Cain? Yeah, that's probably what they should be screaming. There we go. The Basties with solar engines in here first, weirdly enough. Oh, I forgot to order the regular Bastie in, or maybe it got blocked by all these Temple Guards streaming in, but everybody's gonna go in, and there we go. We see those javelins coming in from the piles of skinks. I mean, it's still useful when they're not being fired upon by the enemy. Man, look at all those. Look at all those javelins hitting the walls, and there's another Deep Strike Terminator Temple Guard coming in, this time to surround and kill the enemy, a Lord, which is a Death Hag over here, who actually got knocked down by that. I think there might be a small explosion when these guys get summoned. They do get hit in the back by a bunch of Corsairs with dual swords, but that's okay. Oh, it looks like we're actually going to get some stray shots into the Corsairs with some of those javelins. Lovely. Well done, little skinks. Well done. Meanwhile, the Temple Guard and the Basties have quickly cleared out the bleak swords that were guarding the breach over here, and it looks like the enemy is screwed. We are going to get another of these burning heads on this pile of enemies, and it does look like it is... Oh, yeah, okay, so the burning head, very, very nice against the Dark Shards. I guess they do have a much closer formation than something like the Dark Riders with crossbows, which is why that's effective. Lovely. And that's a free spell. It didn't cost us anything to use because it's like an army ability that's on the side here. Awesome. Over here we have the Black Ark Corsairs plus the Death Hag still fighting against the unupgraded Temple Guard. Mazdamundi's going to come in and help out with this. Add some of that AoE, plus with the help of the Basti here. Yeah, just jump into the screen, Basti. Don't scare me at all. Thanks. Alrighty, and the Death Hag, I mean, I'm actually really impressed that this Death Hag survived this long. As I recall, base Death Hags out of garrisons were fairly weak in vanilla. Like, they went down really fast. And I guess that's still true. 138 melee attack and 30 melee defense. That's pretty neat. And armor 10, yeah, so... Yeah, their problem is if they get surrounded by a unit, they can get killed very quickly. Ironically, because their armor is so low, I feel like it might have actually been more effective to surround her with a blob of, like, skinks or maybe even regular Saurus, not an armor-piercing unit like the Temple Guard that have slow attacks because they're armor-piercing halberdiers. Probably would have done more damage faster, but that's okay. She runs off the field together with the Black Ark Corsairs. And we are going to get one cast of Ruination of Cities off, and then instantly, this unit was basically full health before it got hit. I basically used it in the hopes of actually doing some damage, plus seeing the animation, but otherwise there wasn't really any need to. There weren't really any enemies blobbed up enough to actually make good use of it. But hey, we did a lot of work with our spells here, and there is not really much left of the enemy army. I am going to speed up through the rest of this, I think. Well, there's a couple units left here. I guess we could watch them die. Like I said, mostly I just really wanted to battle Saurus versus, or Temple Guard rather here. Well, they are Saurus, but you know what I mean. Versus these Corsairs. And the Corsairs are going to have a pretty bad day of it. Ooh, and then Mazda's going to get a nice shot with that Bolt of the Old Ones, this time hitting and smacking these Dark Shards down to 50% HP with a single shot. Pretty damn nice. Oh, did he just kill a single Corsair by himself there? That looked awesome. And there we go. It looks like this battle is just about to be over. Croxagor's coming in with even some regular Saurus Spears to help out, and these guys will chain route just like that. And the first battle, the first blood drawn against the Cult of Pleasure with pretty much the greatest of ease. Well, let's just see. Did we even take any casualties at all? Alrighty, pretty negligible losses. 5 units dead. I don't even know what units that would have been. This skink unit was actually hurt at the very start. I guess it's these 5 units. Maybe they got hit by a couple. Yeah, they got hit by some ranged. Oh man, 5 units. I did say that it wasn't going to be a difficult battle, but I had to have at least one nice battle in this episode. So there we go, gonna occupy Soldier Tour, and that will be it. Obviously, we are way out of time. Ooh, got ourselves a nice item here. Plus 25 melee attack, Horn of Kaigore. Probably something that we could immediately give to you, sir. There we go, nice. I'll actually take a look at some of the items we have here. Oh, and that completed the Blessed Steg thing. Oh, we can immediately pop that into our army. Yeah, see, we are upgrading our army, and I think that it will be now powerful enough so that we can start taking our quest battles while we do this and deal with Marathi. Obviously, we're not going to gain too much out of these provinces, but at least we will gain some more resources, and since our economy is pretty trade-reliant right now, I think that'll be pretty useful. Might actually have to move our Slann up over here to deal with Marathi herself, as I do imagine she's going to sail down to Skeggy. I might even get a temporary lord in here just in case at the start of next episode. I'll think about it. I mean, we do certainly have the cash right now, and yeah. I mean, it really depends on what's in her stack. If it's basic troops, it's obviously not going to defeat this. But you know what? That's something we'll have to lead to next time. So with that said, as always, I do appreciate any and all feedback, yada, yada, yada. If anybody has any tips on whether to, on which upgrades to give the Blessed Basties, I'd really love to hear it. So please let me know. All glory to the algorithm. And thanks for watching.